And welcome back. Okay, so we are at Brunwald here in the northwest, and now I think we'll go and see if we can find some barbarians to kill. Let's go to Tonder here first, though. Running a bit low on money, but we should be fine, especially since I now do have all of the supplies. Nearly at maximum numbers. I guess I'll check what the ammo prices are here. Okay, kind of expensive. Don't really need them at the moment, so let's skip. In any case, let's go here. See if there's anything that pays well. There is an event. Sicklewold. Sicklewold enters your tent with hat in hand. The rim of it turns round and round in their fingers. Oh, is this superstitious again? Yes, it seems to be. No, have Bovo the monk take a look instead. Sicklewold gains resolve, Bovo gains resolve. Hooray! That should put an end to this. We'll put an end to that superstitious nonsense eventually. Facing Justice Legendary. Okay, that's going to be too much for us, I think. But yeah, nice that that is available, I suppose. Anyways, I suppose I will take a look there and say no thank you. Though I would, I suppose, like to have one more archer. Eventually, when we go for the witch hut, I guess I would really like to have at least 2 capable archers. So maybe, actually, now that I think about it, it's only 380 to find out whether Henrique here is actually decent. Okay, sure. Running a bit low on money, like I said, but we'll be fine. 2-star range skill, 1-star range defense. Okay, this is good enough. Definitely. Starts at 54. Not the best we could have found, but definitely good enough. Predictable is fine. Minus chance to hit head is... I don't know. At least it's consistency in what you hit. And also we could go with short bows, which I suppose I might. So that should work, I think, with goblin bows, and you can find famed goblin bows. I'll mark that in blue. You'd also just go with like slings, because I don't have a slinger. But I think we'll go with bows. When using armor-piercing arrows, gain plus 25% armor penetration. When using broadhead arrows, gain 10% bonus damage. And cause minor but long-lasting bleeding. Alright, so if I take this, I guess I should invest in some different kinds of arrows. Well, sure. Anyways, welcome aboard, Henrique. Archer trainee. Do I have a bow for you? I don't think I do. So for now, I guess, well, we can't even fit more into the fighting line at the moment. We are 20 out of 20. So just hang back and observe how it's done. Anyways, let's see about the contracts. The ones we can do. We could do some more unholds, I suppose. How much are you paying? 6,000. Okay, I guess I will. Though, if there is a rock unhold, I need to re-evaluate. I think that's a lot of money, though. Okay, I see unhold tracks over here. That's a different group, though. So I will not go chasing them. And let's fight during the daytime. So I will camp here. Also a couple of events during camp. Oh. The apprentice Alretieren has apparently become a ward to Baldwin. The swordmaster, while long in the tooth, seems quite eager to help the young one become a better fighter. The apprentice uses a real sword, well, spear, the swordmaster, but a wooden one. It is in this rather large difference of chosen weaponry that the swordmaster displays the usefulness of positioning, finding openings, and getting out of the way of danger. Well, we certainly have learned this lesson. Even in old age, the master twirls and whirls, becoming impossible for the apprentice to hit. In one particularly brilliant trick, the swordmaster senses an incoming strike, so closes distance with the apprentice and steps on their foot. When the apprentice tilts back to create space, the foot does not follow. The sudden imbalance brings the trainee tumbling to the ground, then looks up to find a wooden sword prodding the neck. You find the apprentice patting the dirt off pretty often. At least the young one is always getting up for more. Let's just say the apprentice is improving one splinter at a time. Alretieren gains +3 melee skill +2 melee defense, and is also in good spirit. Well done. Alright, well, that's nice. Next up. Alretieren again. Waking from a strange dream, you step out of your tent to find most of the company asleep, aside from the night owl Alretieren. He's... I think it's a she, but let's go with whatever this says. He's at the edge of the camp, with his back turned, but he seems to hear you approach and speaks without looking. This is how it starts, sir. The rage, the fever, that turns good men. Who? He wheels around to show off an actual owl he has caught. Its eyelids are half closed, probably worn out from escaping, and now simply humiliated at being caught without any carnivorous purpose. You ask Alretieren how the hell he caught it. The sellsword lets the bird go and shrugs. With my hands. I also caught this. He crouches and pulls up a heretofore unseen corpse. Slick little thief. I happened upon him, discounting our wares, so to speak. I was a little too tired to talk, so I let my blade here tell him the shop's closed. I then followed his footsteps out to where he came from and found his, let's say, accoutrements. You nod. Right, of course. You tell the man you're going back to sleep and you'll make judgments of his doings in the morning. He nods back. Right, sir. I'll try and get some shut-eye myself. Been a couple of days. Or was it weeks? Alretieren gets eager, is now exhausted, and I gain 145 crowns. Rest well. Alright. Night Owl. Sure. Anyways, let's set up camp here. And I suppose we'll do some fletching and sure, also gathering and also hunting. And also assign these two new guys to something else. Well, to something. Alright, so we have 9 white on-holds. And like I said, I don't want to fight during the night time because of our ranged people. So actually, never mind. It seems we need to run away for a bit to wait for night time. Well, dawn. Seems they don't want a piece of us though. Okay, there we go. Charge! Alright, so we'll get some injuries in this. Maybe even some casualties, but... anyways, worth it. It is going to be worth it. The terrain could be better though. And I will be utilizing nets. So let's begin. Enjoy. Probably stay put with Azure. I'll keep it as an option though. You have rotation, can't really do much with it currently. I'll wait, I guess. Let's mark some of these unholds. Do 3, I guess. Also, move 1 tile. Okay, should I do a second rotation? I could do one here to allow Sickle Volt to have a strike. I guess that's a decent idea. Okay, Urbgen, once again, level 4 only, but I don't care if he dies. So probably will be absorbing some blows. Move in front, I guess. Alretieren has rotation. Let's see if I can rotate someone who's... Yeah, Luthardis, I think. Since Luthardis does not have Pathfinder. So do it. And now you're out of fatigue already, basically. Okay, so Udarik, let's wait for him to get out of the way, then take that spot with you. Offensive rotation for Baldwin over here. Alright. Don't think we'll get surround bonuses on this one. Let's begin. Need Yolanda to handle this flank to protect the weaker members of the team. Could engage in melee already. The problem is they will throw. So instead staying put might be better, maybe. We'll see. Nice damage. Well done. Unholds do have... No, I don't see Last Stand. Does it activate later, actually? Maybe it does. I'll check here. I think they have Last Stand. Who has Last Stand? I think like Herbert does have it available, yeah. For every 2% of missing hit points below 66%, gain 1 additional melee and range defense. Okay, so it hasn't activated yet, I don't think, here. Or has it? Maybe these ones don't have it. Maybe I'm being confused. Anyway, whatever. Let's kill them, regardless of whatever perks they have. Okay, Drogo here, I need to remind myself, is only level 1. Need to be careful. But still, that should be okay to move like there. They will throw us around, but anyway. Also, I guess it's no big loss if this guy dies. So, despite what I just said about being careful, let's only be marginally careful. Okay, Godamar. I guess you just shoot this one from here. Good job. Rand engages on the flank or waits behind Urbgen. Which one is better? Not sure. Also, I need to get better head armor for Rand here. It doesn't have steel brow. Anyways, I guess I will engage. Will I? If I move Urbgen, if he gets thrown, how bad is that? Only marginally bad. Anyways, whatever, I guess I will engage here. Stain provides support. It's only level 4, but still. Urbgen, I guess, engages here and gets ready to possibly die. Okay, and Malthe, level 4 as well, I guess, moves like here. Oh yes, I have Pathfinder for this guy. Guess I can move here and get a refund, use this. From Athletic. First time he ever throws anything does hit as well. Okay, I guess we'll go for the higher chance to hit. Get it. And Yolanda... does step here, I guess. 84. Do I trust that? I've had some bad luck with Astrid. I guess I should trust it. That's the best target available. Then again, if I do wait, I might be able to get Berserk from something, so I think I will actually wait. Same with you, probably, unless I go for this shot. Well, that shot is fine. Let's do it. And move there. And now the games truly begin. Ow! God damn it. See what I mean about not having steel brow. Oh dear. Oh dear. People might be dying soon. I really want Rand to survive, so I guess he might be out of the fight, or at least I need to be super careful now. What was the chance, out of curiosity, to hit Rand? Probably pretty high. 63. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we can get Steel Brow from a book at some point if he survives long enough. Or just, well, we can use heavier armor as well. Heavier hate armor. Anyway, kind of exciting that this is actually difficult. So is there a good rotation here? I could rotate Herbert, who doesn't have Pathfinder. So I guess that's actually better than shooting the crossbow. Okay, let's use a net. Well, let's equip a net. Have all of them acted except the ones in nets? It seems like it. Okay, sadly, yeah, I think Rand needs to now back off. If he gets hit in the head again, he will die. So, ideally, no. And also, yeah, we did take a bruised leg injury on Yolanda. These things have crippling strikes, killing frenzy, etc. A net here will be kind of necessary. Who's going to provide the net? Maybe like Vifted? I'll go for this 95, I think, though, with Azur. Distance of 3 tiles or less. Well, sure. Alright. So yes, it is on Urbgen here to handle this flank. Keep at least a couple of them at bay while we kill the rest. So Stain will go for this one. Let's wait for the net and yeah, maybe a mark as well. Let's do that. Maybe back off because these ones will be breaking free. These ones will be knocking people around. Then again, Sicklewold. Well, then again, we'll see. I'll wait. We'll see. Might need to move Sicklewold back instead. Okay, that's near death. That would be nice for a Berserk activation. Let's get it close enough. Alretieren, despite being just trained by Baldwin, you might have to risk your life here. I think so, yeah. Get in front. So that's a new face for an Unhold. Disturbing. Kind of looks like the Fly from from the Jeff Goldblum movie, a little bit. Anyways. Malthe, just get a net out, I think, instead of throwing things. Net this one. And then I suppose you throw... Well, no. Do you have quick hands? You should have quick hands, right? Yes, I haven't marked it here. I guess I don't equip this then. Do that. Alrighty. Sickle Bolt does land that. I need to make space for Herbert, since Ulrich was knocked back. So yeah, this one sadly got to regenerate to 131. Oh well. Yeah, let's make space. Mark this one. These ones are marked. And now you probably say fatigue. Yeah, I think so. Yolanda just attacks. Well, then again, I get shield wall. I have a little bit of fatigue yet. Okay, sure. Do it. Right, and is there a rotation that Wifted could provide, or does he just throw the net at the moment? I think he just throws the net. This is a pretty tough fight. This one, it seems, will also get to regenerate, sadly. So do I try to get this one? I need 2 hits. I guess I do. Okay, 1 more. Excellent. And now we go for this one. Alright, and as I said, Urbgen does need to risk his life here and provide safety for Stain the Boar. So I guess here. Alright, best of luck to you. Okay, good news for us. Too far away currently to net, so I guess I'll wait. Do that. Would be nice to have like one actual net guy with all the net perks, as well as bags and belts. In a fight like this, where basically every one of these I would like to net. Anyways, Luthardis, do you stay there? I think I move here, maybe? No, I don't, because of Herbert. Okay, stay. Just stay put. And you... miss that one. But at least we get the parry effect from that. Right, so is this enough? Yes, 2 hits should be enough. It wasn't, though. I lied. Okay, that sucks a bit. No Berserk activation. Left at 3 hit points. So if I'm greedy, I try to save that for Herbert. He might miss, though. So I suppose I probably shouldn't. Who has low damage, but reliable damage? Do I have a team member like that? Kind of Godomar, a little bit. Or maybe one of the throwing weapons. In any case, I think Bovo goes for a different target. Maybe this one? Yeah, that seems fine to me. He did miss, though. Right, stun is fine. That's less fine. That's a lot of damage. Oh well, it's only Urbgen. Here should I wait? Since they regenerate so much. No, I shouldn't, because I might be getting stunned. Go for it. Alright, Stain is in trouble. That's very bad, because I would like to keep him alive. Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. Here I just attack. And fail. Kind of bad, actually, that once he kind of inevitably gets knocked back, he has no space to go to, which means he gets hit twice. This one is breaking, though. Anyways, I guess I'll see if Godomar can get the kill there, instead of trying to be greedy with Herbert. And there we go, 7 left. Let's net like this one. Get another one out. I might still need to use Rond, sadly. So I might like rotate with Wifted closer so I can attack this one. Feels bad. Anyways, sacrifices do, it seems, need to be made in this fight. I've actually moved to pick up some nets. Did you have? Yes, you do have Pathfinder. Okay, so I think I made a mistake attacking there. Oh well. 84. Sun disappoint. Okay. We are in a bit of a bind, actually. No one's dead yet, but this is not looking that good. Just attack, I guess. Yeah. You do the same thing. Kind of wish I could attack more than once. That is not possible yet. How about equipping a net at the moment? It is a waste of damage. But it kind of is convenient with 4 AP left. So that means I waste 1 turn of damage. Provide safety instead. Safety and reliability in killing them. I'll keep it as an option. Okay, well, one of these guys on the southern flank will die. At least one. At least one. This needs to be dealt with ASAP, as it's now next to Azur. Well, then again, Azur has melee defense, but yeah, well, anyway. I guess it's not quite as bad as I thought. Anyways, who would like to be marked? So that means I can't rotate... No, I can if I move around first. Yeah, I can rotate around in range there. Currently, I think I'll wait before I go for any further marking. Yeah, this one needs to be remarked. Can I? Yes, I can eventually provide a net as well. Not yet though, it seems. So just go for it already. Do you have a net equipped? No. Yeah, okay. How about you? You cannot... You don't have the fatigue. Right. 63. Wait. I might have made a mistake here. Taking this fight. Alright, so Yolanda. I think Yolanda is far more useful down south. Instead of against this one, so let's move there. What I could also do is just equip the net and do nothing else. Wait for fatigue. I think I'd rather do this though. Rotation is less fatigue to use, so I can save someone's life maybe. Okay, and you get this out. Could also kick though, for a stagger. Can I though? No, I can't, because this is 4 AP. And he doesn't have the Polar Mastery, so it's 6 AP to attack. The wait for the mark, unless I go for this one. Well, anyways, wait. Alright. Round. Can't attack during this round. Oh well. Should have moved him first. Yeah, I should have seen that coming as well. Plenty of mistakes I've made here. Safer option would be to just use the net. Instead of getting in melee. Yeah, I think I will equip the net instead. Stain's armor is decent. He will get knocked back, probably. After which I can maybe keep him alive. Anyways, but I could footwork out of this. However, this... No, they do have Battle Heart. I was going to say they don't have Underdog. That's true, but they do have Battle Heart, which is better. So staying in melee range, not really helpful at all. So I guess you do move. And now to decide whether to use a net here. I guess I will. I suppose I will. Okay, now we remark there. And I could mark one of these ones or wait. I suppose I will mark one of them, like this one. And with that. Not going to rotate now. Don't want Rand getting hit again. Melee defense of 1. I might kind of need to footwork out of that. Yeah, I guess I kind of do. So do that and equip the battle standard again. And then finally we have this guy. I'll go for the lower chance to hit because this one is currently more of a danger. Okay, there we go. So yeah, can't currently get a Berserk activation with Ostrich. Maybe just go for damage here. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. With this terrain I cannot move and shoot, so maybe go for this already. No, I should wait, I think. They'll regenerate the hit point damage anyway. They are about to act. Oof. Oof, oof. Oof. There goes Urbgen, now dead. And also this Unhold is now merely wavering instead of breaking. Drogo, about to die as well. Stain the Boar still alive though. Has been injured twice. Bad fight for us. Maybe I did indeed make a mistake. Use a net. Throw a thing. Severe concussion, so you are now completely useless as well. Now 26%, I guess that's not nothing. But you did miss. You did indeed miss. So who the hell is going to handle the tanking duties here? I guess Yolanda kind of has to. Anyway. Shield wall. And nothing else. Use a net on... If I use it here, it might immediately break free, so I guess I wait. Sadly. It might just throw Azur there. Oh well. It throws Baldwin, which is fine-ish. That does mean though that Yolanda cannot get to the majority of them. Well, she would have difficulties anyway. With this terrain and her fatigue pool. Is there a rotation that I should make here with Godomar? Nothing nearby. How about moving to do something here later? think that's probably better than shooting that flimsy tier 2 crossbow. Sacrifice this guy instead of someone else at some point. Throne. Okay, sure. Net that one. Get the billhook back. Alright, so yeah. Maybe pick up nets again. You can pick up one. But that means you need to dodge this one. I guess that's possible. Not likely though. 19 melee defense. Well, I can wait and decide. Attack here. Need like one more hit. Should have maybe saved that for Udalrik, as he is now out of fatigue. Yeah, cannot move and attack, sadly. However, if I move here, I make space for Azur to go pick up a net. So that's something. What else could you possibly do? Not much, it seems. Move. No, I can't even get there because the terrain sucks so much. Okay, do that. And who wants to be marked? You do, I suppose. This one kind of as well. Which one I care about more? I guess this one. Okay, there we go. I'm really worried about this flank. Want to keep Stain alive, want to keep Rand alive. Drogo can go, I don't care that much about. So how do I do this? I guess I probably attack here with Stain and then rotate him out. Is that a good idea? Should I just pull him back already? 6 of them are left alive, 1 of them confident, 1 of them breaking. Don't need to rotate Baldwin because he has enough fatigue to move and attack. In any case, wait. Right, and Yolanda probably does nothing for now, saves fatigue. Sadly, as Drogo dies, that is going to give them confidence. That's like the worst thing about him dying. I can attack once, that doesn't seem that good. Don't want to equip the net. Will be getting hit easier as well as it costs more fatigue to use the net instead of the rotation. So you do nothing. And here we have an easy decision. And do you have a shot? You kind of do, so it's that one. Okay. So Rand uses a net on this one. I might need to sacrifice Godomar here pretty soon. Anyways, Rand, I guess you move there. Stain 73. So attacking here. He can't even back off on his own and attack. It's 4 AP to move. Maybe I move and equip a net, and also do a rotation for safety reasons. Yeah, that seems better. I could also just move twice, then equip the net, and then we'll see. That's slightly safer. I will do so. And Azur goes to pick up a net. Finally getting some use out of these net perks as well as Pathfinder. Okay, is there a good rotation available that I could do? I don't think so. Not at the moment. However, Herbert hasn't taken any damage, so I could save someone's life perhaps next round. It won't be Drogo, he's too far away. Let's move here and possibly rotate like Rand or someone. So I could already rotate with Wifted. Move here and do a rotation. Is that even necessary at the moment, though? Not at the moment. Probably not. At least they don't have Berserk. Drogo dies to like one hit, unless maybe it's a body shot, maybe. And that will happen basically at the beginning of the round. You can move there and rotate Stain here to a slightly better spot. I'll do that. Also move in front so there's no risk of Stain getting stunned. $95, sure. Seriously. How the hell did you do that? Astrid! God damn it. Astrid uses Quick Shot and misses Unhold for 95%. And apparently hits a Drogo instead for 88. Has struck down Drogo. Okay, well that's good for him, I guess. Unhold's now confident, and once again this one is merely wavering. Yeah, that's horrible, because now this one gets to do things as well, instead of killing Drogo. Possibly even might have missed. Thanks, Astrid. Well, maybe I should have seen that coming. Could at least activate your Berserk ability with that, but no, of course not. Alright, staggered. That's good. That's fine. That's fine as well. Stain is in melee, but I can rotate. Could wait for a mark on this one, but then I might not have the net, so just attack. This is a very weird, annoying fight. Rand is stunned, so I need to rotate him out of there. So I guess that's what I rotate. If he hadn't been stunned, would that have helped? Well, no point thinking about it. If he actually had his weapon out, then yes, I could have attacked and then rotated, but that's not the case anyway. So, Herbert has a rotation, Godomar has a rotation. This sucks so badly. This is why I usually wait to have Indomitable before I fight Unholds. Anyway. Azur also breaking because of Drogo being struck down. Yolanda as well. How silly of you guys. Yolanda is standing on top of a net. Might get knocked back though. Anyways, we use a net on one of these. This one, I guess. Gorn just waits to be knocked back. Okie dokie. Can't really rotate there. That's even a kind of a same risk scenario spot. But yeah, Baldwin will get out of the way in a moment, which means I can rotate Ranch. Bonk. Severe concussion for Lutcardis. 6 enemies left. We miss a 73. Terrible fight. Terrible. I overestimated the team's abilities. Okay, you just get a net out and use it, you'll be rotated anyway. Vifted is fine for now, so he doesn't need to be rotated. And mark one of them, this one I suppose. Okay, Yolanda, you wait and we'll see. Could also equip a net, but no, that's not good. All of the targets available are already netted. There you go, you're out of the way now. They're about to reach our back line as well. Terrible. Just terrible. Splitting the damage around too much. So I can move one tile instead of attacking. Attacking there is going to get rid of some armor. Hooray. Hmm. $76 there. The problem is I'll be staying here. And this one might be about to get into melee. I think I just attacked though. Anyways, Baldwin, we need some hits. You just save fatigue. Do that. It tickles. Basically tickles. Alright. Time to save Stain, I guess. Which means you're about to die. Do I do this first? So that's 40 fatigue. No, I don't. So it's time to say probably goodbye to Godomar as well. Get your spear out, I guess. Alright, so yeah, go pick up this net because they will be breaking free. Okay, and Gorm. Don't really mind if Gorm dies, I guess. Anyways, he needs to do things. So I guess you throw once for 54%. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can do with this guy. Does at least hit. Alright, and time to put Herbert in melee, which is something that doesn't seem all that intelligent, but I guess I need to keep Rand alive, and Herbert is currently unhurt. There is this chance, though, that I get him killed if I do this. If I rotate twice, is that a good thing? No. No, it's not. 30 initiative. Will he get to act first? It seems he will. Anyways, do it, I guess. 8 initiative. Never mind. So if I rotate Baldwin though, Herbert can only be attacked by one of them. So I guess, yeah, we will be doing that. Baldwin there. Okay. Sicklebolt, can you move and still attack? No. .31 melee defense. This one, as it breaks free, will absolutely wreck us as well. Someone needs to handle that. Maybe actually Yolanda. Change of plan for her. Yeah. And if she dies, she dies. Anyways, you get in range, like, somewhere here. Also, it seems I have an impale. I hadn't actually noticed that. Is that better to use? Maybe? Yeah, it seems to be, because it has more chance to hit than the batter. Anyways, move here, so I save a spot for loot cardis, maybe? I don't know. Do it. Yolanda with your 25 remaining melee defense. Let's get closer to this one. Okay, so do I trust Astrid? Guess I can go for this target. There's no risk of hitting someone of my own team when I do that. Feels fine, I guess. Need to deal with this, obviously. Alright, and here, if I manage to, can I know, because this one acts first. So if it throws Godomar, we might still be losing Stain, and also Sütze is getting hit. So if I move instead, I guess that's slightly safer. Getting hit once is not good, but we can get hit once. Need to be away from these two as well, though. Hitting this one, important as well. Sütze... Honestly... How much do I care about Sütze? Well, I need to keep him alive for this battle, because I can't have people dying still again. Not too soon. I need to deal with like half of them before more people can die or something like that, ideally. I haven't used this strafing run ability. So if I use that here, that repositions and should fire at this one. If I move here, it keeps Astrid ever so slightly safer. Blocks this one a little tiny bit. Might be unnecessary though. Guess I'll use this ability, but then again, if I move here, how does it choose the target? I'll move here. There you go. Okay. Strafing run. This sucks. 86. I think I should wait, sadly. If I wait though, the net might be gone. But it's just going to regenerate. This one has already taken damage. Well, armor damage, ever so slightly has taken armor damage. I'll go for it. Get rid of some armor. Okay. Oh, does this weapon not have the strafing run ability? I guess not. Anyways, you just attack here. Though I could wait for a mark. But once again, the net might be gone, so let's not wait. Oof. Okay, that's good. That's kind of lucky. Alretier's still holding, keeping this one in place. Alright, I think you get your weapon out and you need to contribute soon. Could move here. Is that a good idea? These ones are still trapped in nets, so I guess you're safe for the time being. So Herbert as well will need to get out of there, probably pretty soon. Which means rotation or footwork. If I move here, I'm blocking someone like Stain getting there. Anyways, it's basically guaranteed that one of these guys I want to keep alive will be dying. Stain can still take like a hit. Maybe even 2. Anyways, if I want to use range damage, I guess I will be using the rotation instead of footwork, so you wait and will decide. Probably stays put. Here it might be better to wait for fatigue instead of attacking. I should have probably done that already though, before. Anyways, do it now. Decent. Not great, but fine-ish. Yeah, right. So Godomar. I guess you do nothing. You prepare to die, basically. But if you're alive, you can still use footwork rotation. I think so. 86. No. Net again here. And do nothing else at the moment. Well, you can't. You just can't. Dang. Just dang. Alright, Udalrik, please. 83. Okay, yes, and that's also a daze. Hopefully he doesn't get knocked back as well. That's going to suck. What I could do now is rotate Lizzie instead of Ranch. Lizzie dying is better. I do like the mark target ability, but that's far easier to replace than someone who's good in melee. In any case, so probably need to make that decision now. I suppose yes. I will rotate Lizzie. Lizzie next to the confident Unhold. Best of luck to you, Lizzie. And Herbert, you are out of fatigue. Do nothing else. Get your weapon back. I could switch to the dagger. How about kicking? Kicking staggers. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. There we go. Lizzie, mark this one. Or that one. Also actually got the lucky kick and got a daze there. I might even save Godomar's life if I now choose to keep him in melee. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, mark this one, I guess. Now that Baldwin is next to it, and it's also in a net. I think Yolanda waits before engaging there. And Luthgard is nearly... well, not quite useless. Not with the Not quite, but severe concussion sucks. It really sucks. It really does suck. Steel brow would be nice. Oh well. Yeah, well. So if I don't move yet, I move here. That means Herbert can be knocked back there, as this one probably is about to attack. Does it matter when it's dazed? Maybe not. Keeping this spot open is slightly better because Malthe can move there, perhaps. So I'll just do that. Right, lucky, good. We need some luck now. Udalrik did get knocked back. And... can I rotate with Yolanda in that case? Because I need to rotate if I want to attack. Anyways. With that. This stupid tree is kind of ruining anything I can do with you. Maybe just get the... maybe just attack. Okay, breaks free. Is nearly, well not nearly, but getting to be dead though. Okay, Rand. If I move here, I'm basically probably saying goodbye to him. Though, obviously they don't have a guaranteed chance to hit his head. In any case, he can't attack if he moves now. So I can wait. It seems like, yeah, I can just move, basically. So you do nothing. Alright, so can I move and rotate? No. If I engage here, it's too late now, as it's already in melee with Gorm. So... but are you faster? You should be faster, which means... no, but you're slower than Udalrik. So I can't rotate Udalrik, it seems, not with Yolanda in melee with this one. So what do you do? Maybe you just wait. And by waiting I mean gather your fatigue. We might be needing to rotate someone else out of danger in the coming turns. Well, it's a very good thing that Arretiaren has held this one. They have the same initiative. Ideally I get to act first, that means I can shield wall. Anyways, Yolanda. So how can I trust in being able to kill this one before it can wreak havoc? I guess I can kind of rely on that. Kind of. There's really not many places to move to. I guess you just move there and wait. Okay, I'm finally with that. I go the long way around, that's such a waste. Attacking is 58. We'll get rid of some armor. Does mean I have less fatigue for rotations in the future though. Baldwin is in danger as well. He's still holding decently though. I guess I just attack though. Alright, there we go. And now, once again, Astrid. This time I might even wait. Though, you hit Gorm. How bad is it? It's pretty bad, because that means one more hit will kill him. I think I will attack this unhold and risk it. Could go for the aimed shot on one of them though. I have one arrow left, which means I can quick shoot and switch quivers or aimed shot. I get only 5% from that aimed shot. Quick shot. There you go. Okay, strafing run or just attack. So this is 20 fatigue, this is merely 4. I guess I just attack. Okay. So Bovo might be about to be in melee if he doesn't move. Which means I might need to move. I think I will move. It can also decide to throw Godomar and then throw Bovo, which means it's then next to Astrid. And I don't have the melee power available to deal with that at the moment. So you move. Baldwin attacks. Despite the regeneration problem. Okay. Good. Hopefully it doesn't get hit. Doesn't. Excellent. That's... yeah, I will take that luck. Round waits and then has to participate in the fight again. Okay, that sucks a bit. Sucks a bit. Can move and attack. I guess that's better. Though, will that be enough damage? No, it won't, right? 50 to 75 to hit points. Yeah. This one gets to act too soon. So I could wait for a mark on this one. I don't necessarily see a point. I have so many targets to mark anyway. Let's just attack it with the 88 and miss. Damn it. What is he holding? Oh. Oh yeah, because you have a stupid throwing weapon. Luthgardis has been knocked into melee with an unhold. Well, I do have Yolanda's rotation now. It's also now next to Astrid, but I, like I said, should probably be able to deal with it. Oh god damn it. Should have waited for a mark maybe. Okay. There's a net over here. Okay, you know what to do, Azur. Ulrich cannot move and attack. Anyways, is there a point in moving at the moment in that case? I don't think so. Also, it is possible this one decides to throw Luthgardis, which means it's then in melee with Ulrich, I guess. Okay, Stain. There is a possibility this is your last attack you'll ever get to do. I'm splitting my damage too much. This is the lowest chance to hit though. It's the best target, but the lowest chance to hit. This one is marked. But I can't damage everyone and they just regenerate. So in that case, do I take the 57 instead? I think I do actually, sadly. Okay, he gets it. It's a headshot. Ow. Everyone's alive though. For now. Why did I take this fight? Anyways, I might need to mark this one. Baldwin will need to engage with this one again, despite having 39 hit points. Round as well. Maybe that's the better mark. Maybe. Maybe, because that days will help so much. This one will be coming in and possibly killing Rand, though, if this one fails at it. This one would also like to be marked. Every single one of them kind of needs a mark. I think this one I need to deal with the most, because Astrid needs to be free to attack. So mark that one. Alright. Herbert just attacks it, I guess. Good. And then does nothing else. Rotate here. And save fatigue, I guess. Good attack. Better to save fatigue. If she gets hit once more, which she probably will here, she might be about to flee. I can't shield wall anyway. So do nothing else. Do I care about rallying Godomar? There are no other targets to rally here. Probably I don't. Though I can use the rotation to save someone else, maybe. I don't think I care about that. Alright, 26 here. Nope. Probably needs to move for added safety. Okay. Lizzie is now there. Which is both good and bad. Lizzie will die though, eventually, being there. Anyways, Rand, you need to participate again. 69. No. Sun disappoint. Sun disappoint. Guess Ulrich just does nothing. Can't move and attack. What a dumb fight I took. Well, he does have more initiative than this one, so I could get him melee, I guess. If I get here, is that better? Slightly closer to these ones. He has 161 armor left. I don't know. Do it. Oh, you're back on your own. Dislocated shoulder. Broken leg. Okay, so it seems you're getting nowhere. Can move one tile. Well, I can rotate someone somewhere. I could rotate Astrid. I'm not going to do that, though. This one is nearly dead. Also would lose the anchor bonus. These ones are already confident. These ones are wavering, though. In any case, for the time being, Godomar himself is safe where he is. Maybe he just gets the crossbow back. Let's do that. Alright, and finally we've that. I think now I do move somewhere instead of attacking. Takes all of my fatigue to move there. If I move here and footwork, I can't even do that. That's apparently too much. It says it leaves me at 44, which is exactly 20 left, but it's grayed out for some reason. Why is this not grayed out? What a weird one. Oh, is it because I'm currently not in zone of control? Maybe that's the reason. Okay, so I can move and footwork. Why would I do that, though? I need to get him somewhere where he can do things. Kind of a catastrophic fight. Should have just followed one skull tracks instead. Stupid unholds. Oh well. Anyways, let's do something here. If I wait though, I recover fatigue. This one might not be in this place anymore, though I am going to engage with you as well, so I guess it will be, probably, unless it throws. I don't know. Having a rally here would be nice, but that's so far away. I guess the only way to get there is to go around or to use the footwork. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing, but let's do something. Let's do that. Okay, you just have to wait. Still need one hit there. Okay, one more down, 5 left. 5 left. We might not have enough damage to finish this. You need to engage. So if I wait, yeah, it's just going to regenerate anyway, god damn it. But it's going to hit Rand, which might kill Rand. If I engage here, it has the sweep attack for both of us. I think I wait. Roll the dice. Oof. Oof. Okay. Alright, and the northern flank has collapsed. Alretieren, now fleeing, can no longer do anything. Lizzie fleeing, needs to be rallied. Do I even have the fatigue? I don't think I do, since I stupidly used the footwork. Rand cannot move and attack. Yeah. Welp, we might have lost. We might have lost. So yes, Lizzie will guaranteed die unless I rotate. I don't think I even have the rotations available anymore. Rand can do nothing at the moment. Overestimated the team's abilities. For some reason I thought this would go like way smoother. I don't know. I don't know why, but I did. And now Baldwin only has this target available as well. Yes, Rand either stays put or moves like there to be ready to help Baldwin with this one. Anyways, he waits. He waits. This one is the next target, I guess, since it's damaged. Can't mark it anyway. So no reason to wait for that. No reason to move, really. I'm starting to lose hope. You don't have fatigue to use a net, so you do nothing. You do nothing. Keep on attacking this one, I guess. Who the hell is going to handle this one? I have no idea. I could still flee with Herbert. Maybe. Abandon the entire team. Well, the ones who are still in the fight. That might be the right call at this point. That means I get to keep probably Rand, Baldwin, and some others like Wifted. That's the important. That is the core of the team. Maybe like Lut Harris as well. I think I might need to do that. That's a devastating loss, but I think I might need to do that. I don't think I have the enough. I don't have the damage, do I? Not anymore. Not the way with the way things have gone. I do have Astrid still. Astrid will be in melee very soon though. So I can probably still kill this one, but after that I still have 4 more left, and half the team is too damaged to continue fighting. So I think I need to go. It's just extremely awkward here, because this terrain is horrid. And I do get Lizzie killed, I get Stain, it seems, killed, though I can do a rotation here actually. So Stain might stay alive, maybe. He does have the 1 additional action point penalty though. That means I need to choose like casualties here. Gorm is 1. Godomar is 1. Udalrek might need to be 1, because who the hell else? Herbert is out of fatigue, so I can't really do a rotation thing with him. Sicklewold might have to die because I already spent his action points. I think Malthe has to intercept this one for the rest of our safety. Unless it's Gorm, actually. Maybe Gorm. Gorm goes for this one. I think Udalrek, like, just tries to make a run for it. Yeah, I think, yeah, I've made my decision. We can't deal with this fight. Sadly. Overestimated the team, underestimated the enemy. Stuck around for way too long. And I can't really even say I got unlucky in the fight. I got unlucky a few times, but on this flank, Alretieren got super lucky, keeping this one in place. So it's just a case of what's the best adjective to use here? Something darkest dungeon narrator. Anyways, so Malthe, yeah, I don't care about you. You wait and see though. So can I rotate with anyone? Yolanda doesn't have the fatigue to do it, so Udalrek, it seems, needs to just manually go for it. So what I'll do is try to move, I guess. Yeah, no one can do anything. What I could also do is just wait and see if he gets knocked back in a way that allows him to escape, maybe. I mean, it's pretty unlikely I escape. So maybe it's better to just stay where he is for now. Anyways, you save Stain. That is your job. Thank you for your sacrifice, Godomar. I need to issue the... I think I need to issue the flee order manually, though. Because of the terrain and our fatigue situation, which means... I can't control what happens with Ulrich. Anyways, it will allow me to sit back, relax, and contemplate, and regret. Anyway, you can still do a rotation. That gives Lizzie the tiniest sliver of a chance if I rotate Lizzie. We kind of need to trust in the AI, as it makes the retreat here and chooses a path for the team. But I think they might not pursue the ones who aren't in melee. They sometimes at least don't do it. Sometimes they do. I'm a little bit fuzzy about exactly how it works. Anyways, so is there any other rotation I could do that is better? I don't think there is. So let's give Lizzie the smallest of chances here. Does have 20 melee defense. That does provide a chance. Alright. Do I move Herbert manually? So is there any other manual moves I need to make? Yes, because I don't want Malthe to get away necessarily. The reasoning being it's better that he goes instead of someone else. So don't issue the order yet. Let's just move manually somewhere. Like here. Well, this one still hasn't acted. Okay. I forgot all about that. Stain moves. Yolanda, I am fine with sacrificing. So I will wait and see. Is there a point though? Well, I could maybe, if I wait, do a rotation later. Unlikely though. Also I need... well, I don't know. Do I need that? Lutkardis is breaking, but I'm about to retreat anyway. I think Yolanda goes for it as well. Tries to flee. And with that, let's go in this direction. So at least I get to, if this retreat succeeds, at least I get to keep the most important people. And that might mean, maybe, that Ulrich also gets to survive. Maybe. Hopefully. There you go. Brutal. Brutal. Lizzie has been killed. Oh dear. Okay, Gorm, I think you need to... you and Malthe kind of need to sacrifice yourselves. Kind of. It could have been good eventually. But yeah, I'd rather it be Gorm who dies here. Also, it's possible, I guess, technically that he doesn't die, maybe? Gets knocked. No, he will die. He will die. If I move here... So this Unhold needs to choose a target. Well, I guess it's fine between Alrethieren and Gorm. I'll allow this Unhold to make the decision. Though if I do that, it might still go for like Udalrik or Herbert, so never mind. Okay, go for it. Gorm. Malthe engages here. Or here. Yeah, I guess... let's see. So Gordomar dies to one hit. I guess this is better. Udalrik, let's manually move in that direction, and now I issue the retreat order, and we'll see what happens. Shame for display, but here we are. Who gets to die? Who gets to live? It seems like Azur might be dying. Okay, that's horrible. There goes whoever that was, Gorm. They are still chasing us. Okay. Oh well. Oof. Seems like Bovo will die. Well, we'll see if Herbert lives. If he doesn't, then that's the run end. Seems he will. Terrible fight. Anyways, we can rebuild. So Stain died, that's a big loss. That's the new Swordmaster. Sicklewold will be dead. managed to dodge there. Okay, let's count the losses. Rest in peace. Urbgen, Drogo, Lizzie, Bovo, Gorm, Godomar, Malthe, Yolanda, Udalrik, Stein, and Sicklewold. Okay, out of these losses, I guess I cared the most about Stein and Sicklewold. Udalrik was useful as well, but eventually he would have been replaced, I think. Bovo was nice. I liked him, but yeah, there you go. There you go. But we get to keep the core of the team. Astrid, Baldwin, Alretieren, Sütze, Rand, Viftet, Lutkordis, Azur, and Herbert get to live on and fight another day. Anyways, that means that we are unsuccessful in this contract. We have 3,000 money. We still have some inventory capacity at least. People are pissed off. Enrique joins the fight. Is disgruntled. Uh-oh. Azur is angry. He might be leaving. Hatuwart here is grinning. Is disgruntled though. And we lost a lot of good equipment as well. Anyway, so it goes sometimes. Now I need to play carefully for the next, I don't know how long, but somewhat long, I guess. But yes, I can rebuild the company here. We need to go have a drink and also to fix up our injuries. So I guess it's back to Brunwald. So Azur might be leaving in the meantime, though, so I will strip him naked. Okay, yeah, Lizzie is gone. That means the Outrider's post is gone. So I need someone else to do that duty as well. I won't cancel the contract just yet. I'll cancel it now, as we're here. Astrid is drunk. Viftet is content. The best recipe for a good night's sleep is hard work and a pint of ale. Come to think of it, someone should tell it to the folks over in Tonder. From what I've heard, all towns got trouble sleeping. Yes, especially now that I didn't deal with the unholds. I did my best, and my best wasn't good enough. In any case... Oh, I didn't know this would happen, so it does allow me to keep the tools, it seems, even though carrying capacity is lower. Now that I lost people. Anyways, how angry are you? You are still... No, you're disgruntled. So you can have your stuff back. Okay. The exciting news is that now I get to recruit people again. And I love it that the game is challenging. I really dislike if it becomes too easy. Anyways, let's fix up some of these injuries. Well, all of them, I guess. Even the minor crushed finger, I suppose. You've earned that much. So, plenty of people there. Also, will be needing to repair a lot. Alright, so no fletching anymore. Don't need to gather, I guess, so do that. Alright, there we go. Lessons learned. Don't mess with unholds too early, not 3 skull ones, I guess. Goes to show that one rock unhold would have absolutely crushed us. Cancel this contract. And our relations now are still neutral. Alright, so I need to find something easy to do, make some money and recruit people with the money. I do have things to sell. So I guess now we head, sadly, I went to the north kind of to fight barbarians, but now I'm not going to do that. So we need to head back, I think, all the way back to Schwanstadt and hope for good prices so we can make money. Also need more tools. I can carry 83 now. 3 stacks, thank you. Food is fine at least. 26 days of food, it says. That's not quite accurate, as some of it will spoil though. So which way do I go? From here. Either south or southeast. I can still do like the easy camps maybe. With this team. Well, the easy ones, yes. How about the slightly more difficult ones? Also, I should give Henrike here some actual equipment. I have like that for now, as well as like this. Sadly, no bow yet. But I can... Well, this slingshot is... It has its uses. It does have its uses. The damage is very low, but... Loose stone is 3 AP. And what else? We have a precise shot, 4 AP, 100% chance to hit the head, and will daze a target. So I guess I can even use that one. Have some nets as well. Speaking of nets, let's refresh some net things. One priority, along with finding like frontliners, would be to find, like I said in that fight, someone who can use nets, and basically that's their whole job, or most of their job. Azur is kind of doing that, but doesn't have backs and belts. And also I did try to build around throwing things. It's kind of been not that fantastic as of yet though. Maybe eventually he'll be okay. In a damage roll as well. Kind of doing so many things with him. I'm throwing nets, I'm trying to deal damage, and he's kind of an off-tank trying to be with this defense. Maybe that's too many things at once. In any case, let's go through here. Go to Schwarzburg. We might do some contracts at Forstland, because at the moment I need all the money and easy fights I can get. Might even do something that would have been beneath us, like finding locations, etc. at the moment. Okay, Rand has healed his broken nose somehow. Battles chosen. Well, you guys can go deal with the Unholds over at Thunder. Good luck. Having like one Indom tank in that Unhold fight probably would have won it for us. Obviously no one's high enough level anyway. That's the problem with having too many people. Okay, we have a patrol, I don't think so. Welcome aboard Helvig the Ironmonger. Who is fodder. Even so, I will keep them around for now. We'll see how long though. I might decide to let him go pretty fast. We'll see. In one way or another. For now, absorb blows in the front line though. So let's repair some more things that we have in the inventory. Attach these to like this one. I will strip him of the good gear once I find someone who's more worthy of it. Or her, I guess. It is a she. Anyways, out of money again. I will get some tools if I can fit them. Now I can't afford the training equipment, sadly. Okay, 98 tools. Right, on to Forced Land we go. 15 brigands, can I deal with that at the moment? Some raiders, so that's scaled to our level, it seems a bit. I think I can deal with that. If I can't, then I'll be really sad, but I only have the one injury left. And we need the morale boost as well as money and XP. So I will go for it, I think. We have 11 people in the fighting line. Yeah, I can deal with this. It's fine. It is fine. I'll fight without the help of the caravan. Hopefully I get good terrain here. Terrain is mostly neutral. They have the slight advantage because they can take the high ground. Astrid is in a hall, though. Anyways, will you guys come forward? Yes. Also, yes, I forgot to make Rand's head armor heavier. I don't remember if I still have the heavy armors. Probably lost some of them. Well, I did lose some of them, but did I lose all of the heavy helmets in that fight? Stain at least had a good one. Anyways, I think I will be backing off a bit. It's a bit awkward here. Can't attack with Baldwin anyway, unless I do a rotation to move there. Rand would have to step into a disadvantageous spot. Yeah, I don't know. Feels wrong to back off from such an easy opponent, but I will do it here. Let's use the slingshot. 21. Nope. You step over there. Right, Astrid actually backs off more than the rest, I guess. Can't move there, sadly. How about just there? That's okay. And you take a shot before you move. Alright. So no longer do we have a mark on the team, and I can't really spare the nets. I have one guy who throws them, and he can throw two, so just go for it. Just hold the high ground here instead of engaging with these two. $54. No. Yeah, the damage sucks, but headshots are pretty decent with that weapon. Okay, you just hold or move there. Probably just hold. Okie dokie. Only 38. Go for it, I guess. And stay put. Shield wall. I suppose I can net this guy. Sure. Do it. Okay, and with that, currently has nothing to do unless I want to rally Azur. Guess I can rotate someone somewhere, but doesn't look like there's a good one. This is like decent. I don't need to do that yet though. Just rally and fail. Rally and fail. Good job. Aim shot here. .64. I could trust that, or I could aim shot instead. I could also wait and try to get a berserk activation with someone else. The guy's trapped in a net though, so I'll just go for it with an aim shot and not consider the berserk things. Since I can rotate, I will wait for a better target here, even though there's a slight chance. Is there even a chance? Well, at least not anymore. Of anyone getting in melee there. However, I will move here. I also need to make like those higher tier throwing nets with spider silk. Well, it will happen eventually. If we are still alive. Enrique trying her best, but failing. I can relate based on how things have gone today. Alright. You, sir, I guess, once again get netted. Could go for the back line with Alretieren. Or just engage with the farmhand here. Oh, wait. Wait and see. Right. Nice. And Ranch, I guess now you go for it. Despite the disadvantage against this guy. But that is just a spear. It will hit you reliably, but the damage is low. Melee defense is a bit spooky. I think I should still be okay though. That lessens that chance a little bit. Guess I can get Herbert closer to this flank now. Okay, already aren't just... Is there a point in engaging here against these reach weapons? Well, at least she'll be doing something if I do that. However, if I move here, I can rotate around out of trouble if the need arises. Since these are reach weapons, they shouldn't actually engage in melee with these guys. And I do have the rotations from Wifted and Herbert. So I'll do that. And Wifted just recovers fatigue. 58. Let's see if I can find 65. Headshot should be a kill. Wasn't a headshot. It is a kill though. Dazed. Alright. I'll wait for this guy to come in range, or this one. Well, not this one actually, but maybe this one. Well, someone anyway, maybe. Around getting lucky. Nice headshot. And Henrique, now you will be moving. Let's try this. No, let's not. 16. 40. Headshot. No. Having some difficulties now, even against scrubs like this. Okay, you do nothing, you wait to be able to rotate, potentially. Astrid is carrying us. Thank you for your service, Astrid. Some melee guys are closing in. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Is I like block here and attack? No, I won't attack for 5%. That's silly. That is silly. Let's stay where you are, probably. Okay, that frees up a net for Azure. And now let's engage here. 90% miss. 43 or I break the shield. I think I just go for the 43. Probably. Now I'll break the shield. Alright. Well done. Stun days stagger. Rand continues to dodge. Now we can do that. Might need to save the back line from this one thug. Might be that that is the case. Rond, lucky again. Good job. 25. Body shot here actually is a kill. Oh, come on. Getting hit by this weapon is fine, so I'll stay. Okay, you can't. You can't do it with your slingshot. Do I care about this net? I don't actually do. Instead I'll throw things. That's a berserk. I'll wait and see what Herbert is able to do. Is able to do things. Nice. I'll actually rotate you there. And now Alratieren comes to the rescue on the flank. Probably just rotates Henrike in a moment. So that seems unnecessary at this point. They might be about to flee. Headshot would be a kill. I think I just go for this though. Even if this guy leaves and this one. You'll see. Are you guys leaving? So I can allow them to make their moves before I kill more. You're not leaving yet. Maybe I should have waited there as well. Anyway, now they are leaving. So this one will go. I'm not on a patrol contract though, so it's fine. Well, there we are. The battle has been won. Hooray. Actually, maybe I get this. Not quite. Okay. Well, see ya. Just kill this one and then we're done. Alright. Hooray! Victory! Some stuff. Alright, we made it to forced launch. 3 skull return item. I might take that. I need all the money I can get. Welcome aboard, Harold, the rat catcher. Who is potentially a thrower. He's a drunkard. Minus 10 range skill. Do you get back some belts? You do. Okay, so main duty for you, despite the stars, is to throw things, throw nets, that is. Gluttonous drunk. Anyways, that is enough for now. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.